Hello, it's Peter Cook at the North Berrien Historical Museum in Coloma. Welcome to part one of our fruit harvest season series. I hope that you're ready to bite into Michigan fruit history. If you are, then let's get started on our journey. All aboard the North Berrien History Train! Michigan is known as home to the auto industry, but it is also one of the major fruit growing states in the nation. This is due in no small part to what is known as the fruit belt. But what is the fruit belt? No, not a belt made of fruit that you wear around your pants. Nor is it a belt to hold a picking sack, although we're getting closer. Since the late 1800s, a narrow swath along the western side of the state, extending from Berrien County to the Grand Traverse area, has been known as Michigan's fruit belt because a wide variety of fruit is grown along this section of the state. But this wasn't always the case. In the 1800s, lumber companies owned vast tracts of land in Michigan that had been cleared and were now worthless to them. So these companies put very alluring ads in European newspapers offering cheap farmland. Many people jumped at this opportunity, purchased land, and moved to Michigan. It was quickly discovered that the conditions on the western coast of Michigan's lower peninsula were favorable for growing fruit due to three key advantages: the lake effect, the soil, and the topography. So let's look at each of those. The lake effect is provided by Lake Michigan. Many of us think of the lake effect in association with its impact on snowfall in the wintertime, as seen in this image, but lake effect goes well beyond that. Dominant westerly winds create a climate that is actually favorable to fruit production. The lake, which is slow to warm up in the spring, keeps the air near the lake cool, delaying the trees from blossoming too early. Fruit growers do not want their trees to blossom too early because the flowers could be damaged by a late spring frost. The lake also often delays the first frost in the fall. Cold air masses are warmed as they cross the lake, extending the fruit season. Those air masses just couldn't keep it cool over Lake Michigan. There is visible evidence of the lake effect in the impressive sand dunes along Lake Michigan's beaches. These were created by the prevailing westerly winds blowing the sand deposited along the beach into dune formations. Michigan is home to the largest dune system in the world associated with a freshwater lake. Next up is the soil. The fertile yet sandy soil along the coast drains quickly after heavy rainfall, but contains enough clay to not be droughty. The sandy character also allows for rapid root growth. Lastly is the topography. The rolling topography of southwest Michigan, that is the hilly nature of the area, provides protection on upland sites from frost. The slope in this vineyard and orchard pictured here allows cold air to drain down off the fruit into the lake basin below. So that's a bit of history of how the fruit belt in Michigan came to be. Please join us next time and we'll talk about some of the fruits that are grown in southwest Michigan. Until then, I'm Peter Cook with the North Berrien Historical Museum. Have a wonderful day.